Well, good morning. I've got my praying in, my word in. I'm ready to ride for the day. I've also got about 15 extra pounds of water in my bag because my stuff is soaked. So I'm gonna try to make it to Destin. Destin has a campground that has a coin-operated laundromat in it. So that's my goal for today. Make it to Destin, Florida. We'll see how that goes, and I'll keep you guys updated as it goes along. See you in a little bit. Courtney, this pink water is amazing. All right, so I'm in Navarre, Florida at Navarre Park, and it is beautiful. No wind to speak of really at all. The rain has finally stopped. It's feeling a lot better out here. One issue I'm having is with my bike. So the Kent Naz does not have any mounts on it for a permanent rack for the rear rack, and so I have an adjustable rack on it, and it is bending in toward the spokes. I just realized it. So this is where this frame part is starting to bend in from the rack and almost touching the spokes. I've already got it supported with a piece of wood to hold the buckets out level, but this isn't going to work much longer. I made some phone calls, talked to some people, and there is a bicycle shop at a church of all places called St. Andrew's Church in Destin, Florida. And I talked to Walt there, and he said if I can make it by 1, he'll try to help me. So we'll see what kind of help they're able to provide there. And you guys just, I know you won't see this till after I'm there, but be praying for me, because mechanical stuff like this, we can't let the devil win. I think this thing's gonna work, and it's just amazing how God keeps putting people and places in my path where I need to be right at the time I need to be there. So neat. I was headed to Destin anyway, and the bicycle shop in Fort Walton, Bob's Bicycle Shop, a guy named Mike there said, hey, I think I know a guy that might be able to help you. His name's Walt at St. Andrew's Church. And I said, man, this is too good to be true. So, but it's true, and it's God. You know, God's just that good to us. So I'll give you guys an update in a little bit. I gotta make it there by 1, and it's 10:30 now. All right, see you later. All right, so I just stopped into the McDonald's as you go east once you come through into Okaloosa County, and I had to stop here. I'm pedaling hard to try and get to St. Andrew's Episcopal Church, where they have the bike ministry, where I'm going to meet Walt. So I'm pedaling hard, trying to get there before 1 o'clock. It's a 2-hour ride, and I've got 2 hours. And so I'm trying to beat a time today that I haven't, tried to do yet. And pull into McDonald's so I can get some quick food, cheap, double cheeseburger, small fry, just enough to, give me some energy to keep going. And Luis Gomez ends up, he's here, works here at McDonald's, and he asked me about, what I'm doing, and sent me a friend request, or liked the Redeeming Eden page on Facebook, and got to talking. And so as I walked off with my double cheeseburger and fries, I noticed that he had handed me a water, and he even threw an apple pie in the bag. So thank you very much for the donation, Lewis. God bless you, man. I certainly appreciate you and everybody else who's helped out along the way. This is so neat, and I'm thankful for people like you. I pray for you every day. God bless. All right, so I got 30 minutes to get to St. Andrew's Episcopal Church for the bike ministry, but I had to stop for this view. This is the view that's over where Fort Walton Beach and Destin are separated from each other, and all the way around me is water. It is amazing. So I just wanted you guys to be able to see that. I know I don't have much time here, but we'll see in a little bit. Hopefully I make it. Okay, so I made it to St. Andrew's Episcopal Church, and they had so many bicycles. I'm talking about a graveyard of bicycles. I'd say a conservative estimate, 500 bicycle frames, tires, all that. A shop with all kinds of bike tires and stuff in it. And I got there and I asked him, I said, you know, do you have anything? I'll trade it out. I'm doing this ride for addiction recovery awareness. And he kind of walked me around the shop, and we talked about different ways to fix mine, and mine was pretty bent, pretty beat up. So finally we ended up looking at a Giant brand bicycle, which I'll show you right here. Now, it's a certified road bike. It's very nice. The gears are so much better for climbing hills and stuff for me already. So much better on my knees, speedier, faster, and I'm so thankful for it. However, I had to literally take every part off of my bike. My handlebars, that's off my bike. The pedals are off my bike. It's got a steel rack on it off another bike that I had to pull off another bike. The tires were old and worn out, so I had to put two new Bontrager tires, 700C by 38 tires on it that they had there. I had to use the 2 tubes that I carry with me as flat repair tubes, emergency tubes. Had to swap those out. I finally get like halfway, almost done, and I call this campground. They said, we don't have any more sites left. I said, okay, do you know anywhere where I can camp? And so they came back to the phone. They said, I tell you what, we got a little spot by a boardwalk where you can camp. And you're more than welcome to it. It will charge you the primitive rate. It was only $17 here at Henderson Beach Campground. I'll get pictures of everything. I hate that I couldn't get pictures of Destin, the Destin Bridge, you know, all the cool stuff that was there. There were so many things I had to pass up today, including people, just to be able to make sure that I was going to be able to continue this ride. But God did provide. And it's amazing how he did provide. You know, I wasn't even thinking about anything like that. I actually got on the phone this morning with Trek Bicycles, and Cynthia there said, no, we can't sponsor you. I called and talked to Canyon, and we'll see if Canyon will sponsor the ride. You know, I don't know whether or not they still would do that after I've got this bike here, but I would love for them to if they wanted to. And so I haven't heard back from them. I had to send them an email. I sent some friends of mine emails and, you know, just tried to figure something out. And so finally I called Bob's Bike Shop, which is a bicycle shop that was in Fort Walton. And the guy on the phone there, Mike, said, you know, no, the guy that owns the place doesn't do anything like that, doesn't sponsor anybody or sponsor any rides like that. But what you can do is you can call this guy at St. Andrew's Episcopal Church, and he's got a bike shop there, and he may be able to help you out. And so that's what I did, and man, did God show up right when I needed him to. And it was in Destin, where I had planned on being anyway for the night. So you can't beat what God's doing putting this stuff together. Also, what's really nice about this state park is the bathroom area has a coin-operated laundry and a wash sink right here. I mean, no more than 100 feet from where I'm putting my tent up. So I will definitely get more pictures of this place It's starting to get dark, so I need to charge my stuff and wash my clothes. But I'll post this tonight and I'll get better pictures tomorrow of what's going on. All right, so the lighting isn't exactly perfect, but I met this guy. This is Joey Cahill.
Hey.
And he kind of knew where I'm from. He is in sales, and so he mentioned Wenzel's from Mobile, Alabama. And I started telling him about what I'm doing, and he's got this amazing Trek bike here that he built from scratch, which is awesome. So we got to talking about what the Lord did today with the giant bike and how that got put together really out of nothing except the Lord's provision. So I thought that was awesome. But Joey in here and I had a very good conversation, and he actually lost a very good friend. It was
Chad Reeves.
Chad Reeves to addiction. He actually ended up in a really bad situation and ended up passing. So, just pray for Chad Reeves' family. And I've got 4 other people in line to pedal for, but one of these days this week, probably Friday or Saturday, we'll be pedaling for Chad Reeves. So, love you guys. We'll see you later. Alright, so I'm just getting ready to edit my video for the day. It's super late. I'm just reflecting on everything that has happened today. From the bike breaking down in Navarre to just calling a random bike shop that directed me to a church with a bike ministry. I'm thankful for St. Andrew's Episcopal Church, St. Andrew's by the Sea, and Walt and Ed, who helped me with that bike. I'm thankful for a giant bike that I get to ride on now, which is awesome, and brand new tires. You just can't beat what God can do. You cannot outgive God. Then I had spoken with Jerry Carl, who's running for Congress for Alabama, and he was actually one of the very first mentors in 2007 when I first got saved. He was one of the first mentors that I had, and really good stand-up guy. Has always been a really good stand-up Christian. The real deal. He is the real deal. If you're concerned about whether or not to vote or who to vote for, Jerry Carl is definitely the guy. But he called and sent me a Facebook message and asked me what needed to be done to get the bike fixed. I told him, look, God's already stepped in and done it. And in the meantime, I had set up this Facebook donation fundraiser, and so he ends up adding some money to that, which I'm so thankful for. What a gracious donation. Thank you, Brother Jerry. And then Andrew Brennan, old buddy from a long time ago. Thank you, Andrew. And then I set up a Venmo at Joey's request, who I met tonight, and then he gave a generous donation. So today has been so good. What the devil meant for bad, God just used it for good. I didn't think I was going to get to talk to anybody, but this is so neat. God has just put it together, and I'm thankful for each and every one of you. So yeah, just kind of reflecting on what a great day it's been. It's super late now. I finally did get all those clothes dry and washed. Still haven't set my tent up. I may not even set it up. I may just lay the sleeping bag out and go to sleep. But I can't do that until I edit this video, which I'm going to start to do now. So as usual, I love you guys, and I'll see you later.